Welcome, 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 everyone. Man, I could not wait for this day to get here because here's what's really cool. No matter where you're watching, at your home, your office, in your kitchen, on your mobile phone, maybe even listening in the car, you're going to have an opportunity to not only interact with some really cool people, but you're going to see some unbelievable food demonstrations as well. And speaking of that, one of our unbelievable food fanatic chefs is coming to us live from Colorado. It's my pleasure to introduce for the first time ever to the Inside Scoop Live, my friend and colleague, Chef Scott McCurdy. Chef.
Hey, Mark. Great to see you. Look at this. We're virtual today. That's awesome. You're in Cincinnati. I'm in Colorado. I'm at home today, and I'd like to welcome you and all of our audience into my home. But you're right. We are making history here. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be doing some cooking, and we're going to be talking about everything that is so awesome about this Scoop launch. So, hello.
Thank you so much, Scott, for being here with us today. That's a nice looking home kitchen, by the way. Congratulations to you
thanks.
and the McCurdys for setting that up. But here, I've got a couple questions for you, Scott. So I heard some things about maybe there's going to be a little culinary competition. You might be involved in that. Are you ready? Fired up? Jazzed
I'm ready.
Up, ready to go?
I am ready. You know, I've done a couple of culinary competitions, but never in my house. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to have a ton of fun with this.
And I also heard, Scott, that maybe there's going to be some celebrities joining us that are going to share some of their insights about how to be even more successful with this Scoop launch and how to work through this COVID thing in a revenue kind of profit-driven kind of way. So that's exciting to me. And then I think for the first time ever, we have figured out how to bring all the excitement, maybe not the smell-o-vision excitement, but all the excitement of Scoop live to people wherever they might be. So that's another reason I get jazzed up. But throughout the course of the Inside Scoop Live, we have our product developers standing by. We have the chat feature activated on the Zoom link. So if you'd like to ask one of our product developers a question, simply type in your question and they are standing by to help answer those in real time. Another question I have for you, Scott, is the whole takeout environment. It looks like you probably participate in takeout as a family. What have you seen as you've been experiencing some takeout in the Colorado area?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up. Obviously, you know, here's some remnants of last night's dinner. My friends over at Grind Restaurant here just down the street sold me a wonderful meal. And you know, takeout today, we've talked a little bit about this before, Mark. I think, you know, like the to-go bag is like the new front of the house in a lot of ways, right? It's like, you know, that experience that you provide to your guest, that hospitality, if you will, that comes through in restaurants. We are in the hospitality industry. We have to figure out ways to bring that into customers' homes through to-go bags and containers and labels and cleanliness and all kinds of aspects of that. So I think that, you know, the restaurant business has shifted, obviously, and we've had to pivot with to-go and carry-out. And the folks that are doing it really well have figured out how to bring that hospitality out the front door, in the car, to the home, in new and creative ways. And that's really what a lot of this Scoop launch is about. Actually, there's a lot of products that are going to help with that exact thing.
Yeah, I love that, Scott. Absolutely love it. You know, a friend of mine told me, Brad Barnes, who's a certified master chef, owns a couple food halls and restaurants across the country. He said something really interesting to me. In fact, I think this might be the quote of the day. You don't have to be here to eat here. So I think that's a pretty good description of takeout and how it's expanded its quality. But you have a friend of yours in Chicago, I think, that's standing by. Who might that be, Scott?
That's right. Let's split this screen into thirds. Let's bring a third person into the party. We got Stacy Kincaid, our Vice President of Product Innovation. Are you out there, Stacy? I hear you're in the Rosemont kitchen. Let's see you.
I'm here. Hi, Scott. Hey, Mark. Thanks for having me.
Hey,
Scott, can't wait to see what you do in that competition.
He's going down. That's my prediction.
I don't know. He's got some tough competition for sure.
I will reserve judgment.
So we're here just north of Chicago in the home of the US Foods Product Development Kitchen. And innovation hasn't stopped. Innovation is still coming. We haven't slowed down at all during the pandemic. In fact, we've amped it up and we are thinking about what customers need right now. One of the key areas in our new Fall Scoop magazine, which I'm really excited to show you, hopefully you've already heard about it, labor-saving products are secret weapons. And we're calling them secret weapons because we think that's a key way for our customers to build their off-premise business. We know off-premise and safety are key concerns right now. So you can see in front of me, here's a DIY kit. It's all ready to go. As a customer, one of our customers, an operator, would pack it up. It's in a great bag. We're going to talk about that soon. And then once you open it up, you've got everything you need at home to build a great taco kit, a pizza kit, anything you could possibly think of. And then once the customer gets it home, they've got everything portioned out. Really easy. We've made it easy for the life of our operators and bringing something really exciting home to our consumers.
So Stacy, I want to throw a question at you. I love the fact you're showing this DIY kit, and I think I love this idea. I think that there's so much opportunity for our customers and operators across the country to create this new style of to go. Right, you used to have regular sort of standard to go, where you picture hot food going out the window and people taking it home. But now what you're talking about is assembly at home and the products that are essential in order to be able to do that. Now, the one thing that I noticed as we were looking at what's on your screen is there's these tamper evident solutions, and I wanted to bring up this survey that our friends in brands and marketing did here at US Foods, and this is pretty interesting stat. I don't know if you've heard this yet, but of all the delivery drivers surveyed, and we asked a lot of them, 28% of delivery drivers admitted to tampering with the food, like eating a French fry, for example. And 54%, so that's almost 6 out of 10, were tempted to do so. So those tamper evident solutions, maybe we should spend a moment on that.
Yeah, that is shocking, Scott, and we definitely heard that. In fact, it inspired us to develop a line of tamper evident products that we're super excited about, because we know that our customers are looking to ensure not only their staff safety, but demonstrate to their customers that the product they're getting is safe and they can enjoy it without any worry. So a great example of that is our tamper evident bag. We designed it not only to make it easy for the operator with instructions on the bottom of the bag and how to seal it, but also this huge logo on the front, so there is no misunderstanding what this bag is all about. It's protecting the food that's inside. It's sealed for your safety. And the only way that you can get into it is if you tear it open, and obviously it's going to be very visible if someone has done that. And we've got some great labels that also demonstrate tamper evident, and containers as well. So whole line of products to ensure safety.
That's awesome, Stacy, but I've got a question for you too. It's Mark back from Cincinnati. I'm holding in my hand one of my favorite products in this launch, which is our sanitizer gel. Safety is front and center at US Foods for all of our associates across the country. Safety is front and center in the industry. Tell me why, Stacy, this is going to help our customers with their safety experience in the restaurant. And while you're doing that, I'm actually going to clean my hands with this easy open package.
Yeah, we love this product. When the pandemic hit, sanitizer was one of the most sought after products. And we thought, okay, how can we make it even better? Better for the operator and better for the end consumer. Nobody loves those big bottles in their restaurant. They're not that attractive. Here's a much more elegant way to show your customers that you care about them. Individual use packets of sanitizer, great for putting it in the to-go bag, compliments of your restaurant. Also great to be sitting on the table beside the cutlery. So they also have a barcode, so you could sell them if you wanted to as well. And a little behind the scenes information about this. We decided to work with a pharmaceutical company to develop this. We wanted to make sure that this was a highly functional product. It's got 3 grams inside, which is what the CDC recommends. It also dries within about 20 to 30 seconds. So a lot of thought going into this product to make sure that it's keeping everybody safe. One of my favorites. I know it's going to be a surefire winner, and we've got lots of it ready for you.
Wow, Stacy, that was fantastico. So thank you for joining us. It was a real pleasure to have you today. But I have one final question. Folks are probably going to have some questions about where do I go for more information. So where can they go? what? Can you help us with that?
I definitely can, Mark. Yeah, it's www.usfoods.com. One of the questions that we get asked the most is about the beautiful photos that are in their Scoop magazine and how they can find those recipes. Let's pull it up. Okay, so when you go to usfoods.com, on the left side there, you see Great Food. Click on that, and then you see Scoop. Click on Scoop. There is our Fall Scoop Special Edition. Scroll down a bit, you could get your free copy and get a copy of the printed magazine sent right to your home or your business, and then you can view it in person. Okay, so then we're going to go back, and here's where you can explore all the products. We've got our secret weapons, keep it clean, and our tamper evidence solutions. Here's our secret weapons and where you can find all the information about our take-home DIY meal kits. Just click it on Ghost Kitchen. Here's another area, more resources if you're thinking about how to expand your business with ghost kitchens. 4 simple steps to build a ghost kitchen. Okay, we're gonna go back again and we'll take a look at the products again. Let's look at one of my favorites, the portioned fire roasted corn and poblano pepper blend with onions. So if we click on that, we get tons of information about the product here. Everything that you need to know, all the details. And these videos are great. They tell you some behind the scenes information, but also show you practical information like how it's packed. You get to see the product up close, learn about the key features, how to prep it. Lots and lots of great information here. And if you are an existing customer, you can click that add to order. So there you have it, some great resources available for you on usfoods.com.
Well, Stacy, thank you again so much. I'm even more excited than I was earlier today. And you don't want to go anywhere because you can see Scott's trying to get a head start on the dice competition. So don't move an inch. We're going to be right back to have some more fun with a couple chefs cooking live for you from all across the country. Hey, here we go, my friends. Welcome to Dice, our very own side-by-side U.S. Foods designed cooking competition. And this time it's between 2 of our favorite food fanatic chefs from across the country who will be competing right here today. And they're going to be using many of those really cool new Scoop products that you heard about from Stacy Kincaid just a few minutes ago. So it's my pleasure to introduce our first competitor coming to you live all the way from Colorado. Please give a big warm welcome to Food Fanatic Chef Scott McCurdy.
My name is Scott McCurdy. I'm the Food Fanatic Manager for US Foods. I've spent a lot of time studying many different types of cuisines, so I like to draw on whatever area I'm cooking in and bring those dishes to life in traditional ways.
And you certainly don't want to miss our next competitor, cooking out of our Chicago Innovation Kitchen. Yes, that's right, our very own Innovation Kitchen. This afternoon, please help me in welcoming Chef Laura Vaughn, all the way from Chicago.
I'm Chef Laura Vaughn. I'm the corporate brand chef here at US Foods. My inspiration really comes from the great ethnic diversity in my neighborhood. I live in Chicago. We have a ton of amazing restaurants.
Well, Chef Laura, Chef Scott, this is your big day. Smiles everywhere, I see. Yes, I love it, like it. So I'm hearing something in my ear here that's coming from the audience that says they're excited for this too. They may already be trying to decide who might win this competition. But you each received a mystery basket from us. Oh, yeah, I like that. With some secret products in it and one mystery product. So here's how this is going to work. You ready for the rules? Mm-hmm. You're going to have to use a minimum of 3 items from that mystery basket. Now, here's my first question. Not sure how it could be a big mystery when it's a translucent bag, but I guess we can get by that. And you can't use one of these 3 items just as a garnish. You really have to use it as a prominent part of the plate and the presentation itself. You also have to present 1 plated dish and 1 takeout dish, because remember, we have some celebrity distinguished judges that are going to be helping judge this dice competition. But here's the really good news. And Scott, you might be at a disadvantage here because I don't see a lot back there in your pantry, but you can use any of the pantry products. Here's one last thing to remember. You have a secret ingredient in that bag called a gluten-free pizza crust, and you have to use that in your recipe. The audience is fired up. I can see it from here, so I think there's only one thing left to do. You have 15 minutes, chefs. Let's start the timer right now.
Let her rip.
All right.
Fire roasted corn, poblano. I've worked with these before. Oh, steak strips.
Laura's still looking in her bag over there. I'm cooking. You're still shopping over there.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm planning on winning this thing, so you keep talking there, buddy.
Well, as you can see, Chef Scott and Chef Laura are hard at it. They have less than 15 minutes left, so let's wish them good luck. Well, as we do that, I'm really excited now to introduce someone who's kind of used to competitions himself. He's a friend and a partner to US Foods and has been for a long time. And he's here today and couldn't wait to get here to share with you how he took some time during the COVID-19 pandemic to reinvent himself and his restaurants worldwide. Chef Marcus Samuelsson is joining us live from New York. Chef, great to see you, my friend.
How are you, Chef? What's going on? I hear there's a great shopping and a great energy in the room. What's going on?
Yeah, well, this competition, as you know, having competed yourself, is all about flexibility and adapting. And what's been happening in your world? How have you adapted and become flexible with what we've seen in the last 5 months?
Well, I think that as a chef and as an entrepreneur, this is the year of pivoting and adapting. Just like the chefs that are competing today, you have to pivot. You have to you have to learn how to navigate. So I think 2020, a couple of things I take from it is really, first of all, gratitude. You have to acknowledge, privilege of and luck of staying healthy. That's number one, and safety for our staff. Those two things. And then how are we going to navigate as a community out of this, right? Because obviously there's about 11 to 12 million people working in independent restaurants in this country. We want to keep as many jobs as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And well said on the gratitude side, Chef. It's one of the things through this whole pandemic, I've spent a lot more time thinking about it as well, because I think it drives inspiration, which ultimately drives action. So well said, my friend.
Yeah.
So you have multiple restaurants all around the world. So this has impacted you not only in New York, but worldwide, I assume.
Yes, I mean, Marcus Samuelsson Group, we have restaurants in seven countries, and we have Scandinavia being 3, and then obviously Bermuda and Canada, and so on. So, and here in the States. So it impacts us very, very different depending on what region. But on an emotional level, it's the same, because each restaurant, I know the team, I know the general manager, I know the chef, I know the line cooks, all the way to the dishwasher very often. And it's about, I remember that first connectivity when we gave her or him a chance to become an entrepreneur. So it's not locations that you put on a board and we have to close, or we have to, it's livelihood, it's people, it's jobs. So it's very emotional. It's not only the people that work in the restaurant, it's the people that, the purveyors, the person who cleans our window, so many other ancillary jobs in our community. And it, I don't think that pre-COVID, maybe we didn't take enough time to really reach out and show our gratitude to all of us and for everybody work in the community.
Yeah, it's like you said, Chef, it's a tough job and it impacts a lot of people, food especially, because without it, obviously, it's even more difficult. So I think hopefully I know we'll all come back from this and probably be stronger as a result, which kind of leads me to my next question, Chef. You think about getting stronger and driving revenue, takeout, carry out, meal kits, all been big buzzwords over the last 4 or 5 months. What have you learned from that, and what have your customers asked for?
Well, I think I go back to, I answer that by starting what happened to me on a personal journey on March, first week of March, last week of February. I was in Miami, South Beach Food and Wine, and I walked into a room where Jose Andres was talking about World Central Kitchen. And he said, it's your organization. Everyone in this room, it's your organization. Didn't think much of it. And then 2 weeks later, I called Chef Andres and said, hey, we need you now. We need to close our restaurant and become a community kitchen. And at that point, no one knew about social distancing, safety, gloves, mask. And to have Jose Andres' group to come and teach us, it changed our lives, you know. And since that day, we've served 250,000 meals to first responders and the neediest here in Harlem, and same number in Newark. So I learned that a restaurant can transform itself. I learned that my staff are some of the bravest people I've ever met, and that we really can make a difference. So that's the big takeaway. Secondly, I think that, yeah, takeout, working together with the city. I mean, New York City, outdoor dining now. Why did it take COVID to create all of these opportunities for people to eat outside properly, like you do in Paris or other places? So I hope there are things that can stay. Another you talk about buzzwords. I mean, ghost kitchens are definitely here to stay. So these innovation is not going to stop us as Americans. So we will continue to innovate.
No, absolutely. And if you think about specifically food, Chef, and what you've seen about food that maybe surprised you, or maybe something you learned, maybe it was something your customers were asking about, anything come to mind on the food scene that really stuck out the last 5 or 6 months?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's basically now two clear customers how they want to respond to you. It's either super comfort food, and that will be that we ship you, or there's a takeout, right? So with Street Bird, we do Gold Belly as our partner. So that's all about fried chicken, and that's what I mean about that comfort. It has to be clear and has to be delicious, and send it to my house, right? And then the other experience is if I'm gonna come to the restaurant and sit outside, it has to be an experiential, because if I'm leaving the house today, which people didn't think 5 seconds about before, I got to come to something. So there's a very distinct thing that you maybe didn't think about before. So you have to build an experience, and sometimes the experience is just meeting other guests, because people haven't been social in a very, very long time.
So one of my favorite cookbooks of all time, Chef, is the Red Rooster Cookbook.
Thank you.
The collards are some of my favorite, and the brown butter biscuits, and just incredible food. But I understand there's some new news on the cookbook front. Yeah. Maybe for all of our friends at US Foods across the country, maybe this could be the big reveal.
Yes. No, yeah, thank you for setting it up that way. You know, we launching in October 27, I think it is, the cookbook, The Rise is coming out, which is really a contribution and dedication to 40 or 50 or so of the most iconic and incredible African-American chefs and Black chefs in this country. Some of them that you know, and some of them you might not know, but they've been doing the work, right? And I also wanted this book to really be about American food that in many ways needs to be talked about in a different way, it needs to be celebrated in a different way. And The Rise, you can do a deeper dive in these 40 to 50 amazing chefs, and you can learn more and discover. And I really wanted to be a conversation about equity, equality, but also a bunch of great, delicious food that people can bring in cook it for themselves and invite their friends and family and say, hey, this is our food. This is American food.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I bet the food's amazing too,
Yeah.
because it is purely American food. So, Chef, as always, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to see you again. We don't see each other enough.
No.
You need to hang
No,
out with us.
We have to meet in person now.
Exactly. I can't wait to get back to the Red Rooster. Hungry for some really good food. But thanks for taking some time. It looks like this dice competition while we've been talking is really heating up. So maybe I'll go check out what they're doing over there. Thank you so much, Chef.
So much, Jeff. Thank you for having me. All right. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye. So I think maybe it's time to go to Food Phonetics Chef Scott McCurdy and Grand Chef Laura Vaughn to hear what's happening on the ground. Chef Scott.
Yeah. So, the cilantro lime rice cauliflower got me thinking. Certainly a lot of these ingredients got me thinking about Tex-Mex or Mexican or Latin flavors, but it also kind of got me thinking about Thai flavors, Thai or Indian or curries, and so I kind of went that way. So I'm making a curry with the cilantro lime rice cauliflower and a little bit of coconut milk. You see that going, and I've got another component of the same curry with the corn and poblano blend with red curry paste. So I'm going to put those two together into a curry. And then I got a little sauce I made for the chicken. I'm using the chicken.
Well, you know what, Scott? I hear some action going on in Chef Laura's kitchen.
Yeah, let's hear
what's happening there. But
sure.
Maybe we could go to her for a second.
Hey guys, so I am cooking away. I've got a little Mexican rice using my cilantro lime riced cauliflower. I've never really liked Mexican rice, and I gotta say I love this product. It's bright, it's colorful, it's healthy. I got a lot of garlic and onion in there. I did something a little unconventional with my beautiful gluten-free pizza crust. It's kind of a shame, but I had to use it, so I pulverized it, and I threw it in the RoboCube.
You're killing
and
me.
I'm using it as
Chef.
a binder.
Can you do me a favor, Chef Laura? I see no food there. Can you do me a favor? Can you hold that amazing rice up to the camera a little closer, if you don't mind, so everyone can see it? Oh, beautiful. Love that. I can smell it from here, too. So, Scott, I don't know.
It's delicious, isn't it?
I'm getting some things in my ear from the audience. They think this is going to be a tough, tight competition. What else do you have happening in your kitchen, Mr. Scott?
Well, I did not pulverize the pizza crust. I went another way. I took the pizza crust, and if you can see it here, I hope that comes through. I'm actually kind of pan frying it, just kind of like a Thai roti, like a flatbread, like street food, basically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to toss that in a little mix of coconut and some red chili and some green chili and some cilantro and some mint, and I'm going to serve that on the side of my curry dish. That's almost ready to go. I'm about ready to plate. How you doing over there, Laura? You need another half hour?
That sounds incredible.
Well,
now, Scott, you have one last chance, Scott, to appeal to the audience here. So
the one thing I didn't tell you about, and I'll show it to you when we get to my plate, is what I did with the chicken. That chicken is in my mind, it's kind of a blank canvas. It's a fully cooked, fire-grilled chicken breast. But I took it and I made a little sauce with mint and cilantro and Thai red chili and a little bit of flavorless oil and a little bit of chicken stock, and I pureed all that in the blender. And now I've taken that chicken that is, kind of neutral in flavor and instantly made it taste like Thai food.
Chef Laura, come back to you one last time.
Good things take time. I'm not rushing like Chef Scott is over there, but maybe it's that altitude over in Denver. I don't know. So I'm just finishing up my Mexican rice. I've got a great little puree. I cooked my cilantro lime rice in some water, and I pureed it to be a beautiful velvety sauce. So stay tuned. You're going to see some magic over here. Sorry, Scott, you're going down.
Oh, boy.
So, Chef Laura, I know you have a lot of great action yet to come. Chef Scott is already plating.
You're going down. I'm going to hate to tell you.
I don't know. We'll see.
There we go.
Mexican cuisine is on every single menu. I think I might have the popular vote.
Well, Chef Scott and Chef Laura, we're down to 30 seconds. Just a friendly reminder. It looks like Laura is definitely chopping away there, Scott.
I am just finishing up, Mark. I don't know if you can see that dish. I have to try to get a.
So here we go, chefs. I'm going to ask the audience to join me here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Chef, hands up. Chef Scott, by the luck of the draw, your name has been drawn first to present. You have one last chance to convince the audience that you should be the first ever diced winner. Please begin, Chef.
Hey, thanks, Mark. So let me tell you what I made here, and I'm going to try to get as close as I can to the camera. So I kind of went Thai, as I said in my comments while I was cooking. I took the cilantro, lime, rice, cauliflower, and I cooked that down in coconut milk with a bit of turmeric. Now, turmeric is an ingredient that is in Thai red curry. So I cooked the poblano and corn blend in a coconut milk and red curry, and I just kind of stewed that down quickly. And I put those right on top of each other. So curry kind of made in two parts. Then for the chicken, which is on top here, I took cilantro and lime and mint, and actually mint here from my garden. We still have some mint here in Colorado, and some red chili, and I pureed all that down, and I made a nice spicy little braising sauce. And that chicken is just like a sponge. It just soaks that up, and it's instantly Thai chicken. It's really amazing. And then I topped that with some toasted coconut and a little bit more fresh cilantro and mint and chili. For the flatbread, I took the gluten-free pizza crust. I was just thinking about Thai roti, just street food, right? I just quickly pan-fried it, and then I tossed it really quickly. I cut it into triangles, and I tossed it quickly in a mixture of coconut and fresh ginger and garlic and a little bit more chili and a little bit of sea salt. And so that is what I came up with for you today.
And if you could, Chef Scott, could you show us your takeout container as well?
Oh, of course, yeah. So I also plated it the same way in a takeout container. So you can see I got I've got it all loaded up here in a container that's going to vent with steam. And so I just built the curry the same way, and I put the flatbread right there on the side. I think that'll travel really quite nicely, and we can just seal that up and send that out for somebody's lunch.
So is this the winner, Scott? The audience will soon decide.
Definitely.
I'd say epic, my friend, epic. Thank you very much. But I think now we get to hear from your competitor. Chef Laura Vaughn has been working away in the kitchen in Chicago. Chef, you have a very short period of time to now present your dish. So Chef Laura, please present.
So I'm really excited. I know that I won this competition. I wanted to tell you what I made and show you the finished plate. So we've got this fantastic little elote corn fritter, bound with a little bit of that gluten-free pizza crust. I never would have ground up a pizza crust that's this beautiful. It's artisan, it's bubbly, it looks fantastic. But I had to use the pizza crust, so I ground it up and I used it as my binder in my elote fritter. Sauteed that up so it's nice and crispy. I've got this beautiful Argentine red shrimp that I just tossed with a little bit of cilantro, hit of butter because everything's better with butter. I pureed some of my cilantro, lime, rice, cauliflower to make this velvety, beautiful sauce. I hit it with a little bit of avocado, some more cilantro. So it's just got this beautiful texture. And then I used the rice cauliflower again, Chef Scott, as a Mexican rice with some onions and garlic and peppers and tomatoes. It smells fantastic. I can't wait to dig in. Garnish a little bit of, cilantro and avocado. This would fit on any restaurant menu. It would be a great brunch. You could even top this with a poached egg. Really, I think this would be a fit anywhere. And it makes a great to-go dish as well. Here, I've packaged it up with my sauce on the side. And this would make a fantastic dinner for someone picking up after work. I think any of these items would be great on a menu. They're versatile and they have a lot of appeal across any kind of a segment and any day part. So clearly I've won, right?
Fortunately, Chef Laura, you did a fantastic job, and the audience will ultimately decide. And I'm now hearing in my ear that maybe it's actually time to start doing that and to start voting. But first, a big virtual round of applause for Chef Scott from Colorado and Chef Laura in Chicago. A terrific, incredible job. So to all my friends in the audience now, you become our celebrity judges. You'll be judging based on 3 criteria. Number 1, presentation. Who in your mind had the best presentation? How did the plates look? And how did the takeout option look? Number 2, you'll be judging based on creativity. Whose product you think and presentation was the most creative and the most creative use of the products. And finally, number 3, you should ask yourself the question, would this dish actually work on my menu? So here we go. You all have a laptop and or a computer in front of you. So please watch the screen for that poll to appear, and please vote, because participating in this poll just might earn you a free Marcus Samuelsson cookbook. Ready? I think the poll is coming your way. Please vote, everyone. Scott, what do you think was the most fun product to cook with? Of all the products that you used in your dish, what'd you have the most fun with?
Well, I think actually the chicken, I was amazed. Like I had this idea that, I could just make this quick little sauce to heat it up in, and it could totally transform it and take it in another direction. And it absolutely worked. You've got an 8-ounce portion. So there's 2 4-ounce portions in the bag. This is fully cooked product, ready to rock. So you can take this out, you can put it right into a meal kit that you might be serving out of your restaurant, or you can open it up, you can add spice, you can cook it however you like. It really is a fantastic, really clean ingredient statement product.
Chef Laura, after spending a few minutes cooking with these products, what would you say was your favorite product to work with? And it can't be the pizza crust that you destroyed. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a hard one, but I think I would have to choose the rice cauliflower. It just morphs into anything that you want to do with it. It absorbs flavors beautifully. Even though the cilantro and lime really kind of lean towards Mexican cuisine and Caribbean and Indian and Thai to Chef Scott's dish, it's still neutral enough that I can use it in anything. I can flavor it with other things and turn it into a base for a bolognese. A lot of folks are wanting to reduce their starch. So here we've got a great dish that we can use it as a starch replacer on a dish. So I think that one is probably my favorite. It's really delicious.
Like it. So we had 2 different favorites, chicken and rice. Sounds like the 2 may go together. Chef Scott and Chef Laura, unfortunately, we have to pick a winner. And we also have to announce a loser. So the people have spoken. They have all voted. And I'm sorry to say, Chef Scott McCurdy, you have been diced, which means that Chef Laura Vaughn is the first diced competition winner ever on Inside Scoop Live. Congratulations, Chef Laura, for being the audience favorite. And what might you like to say?
I would like to thank my competitor, Chef Scott, for really bringing the heat. And anytime you want to come to Chicago, I'll teach you how to cook.
Well, thank you again, chefs. Fantastic job. We all love a good competition. And Chef Laura and Chef Scott, they certainly brought it today. And they provided us with some unbelievable knowledge about the products as well. So with that said, we will be right back in a minute with a message from a rock star who, believe it or not, is also a community restaurateur, maybe in a way that you're not going to expect. So please don't touch that dial. Stay right where you are, because Inside Scoop Live will be right back.
The landscape is shifting. Recent months have seen upheaval in the restaurant business and forced change on operators across the country. It's been a daunting moment for the industry. With the right approach and the right partner, it can also be an opportunity. At US Foods, we're committed to helping our operator partners stay ahead of the changing times and plot their next steps with confidence. With on-premise dining still lagging, that means helping you boost your off-premise program. with prepped and portioned items to save you time and labor in back of house, with products that help you keep your operation clean and safe with less hassle, and with tamper-evident solutions that offer your customers peace of mind. We're past quick fixes. It's time for long-term solutions. At US Foods, we're here to help you take on your greatest challenges. That starts with meeting diners where they're at, with takeout, to-go, and delivery solutions that help your business take the next step. If you aren't changing, you aren't growing. Now that off-premise is on, let US Foods help you step confidently into the future. Welcome to the evolution. We're here to help you make it.
So you certainly want to stay with us for this, because next up, we have our friends from JBJ Soul Kitchens on the East Coast. John Bon Jovi, that's right. I said it here first as part of US Foods. John Bon Jovi and his lovely wife, Dorothea Hurley, will be joining us shortly. Their restaurants are pay-it-forward communities that use donations and sweat equity to serve both those in need and regular dining patrons. So John Bon Jovi and Dorothea are here to share their hospitality story. So now, live from New York, we're excited to send it to our area president, Sean McCall, who has them standing by live to chat with them. Sean, take it from here, my friend.
Hey, it's Sean McCall here, area president for Metro New York Division, and I am extremely excited to be sitting with my guest here at our Scoop launch party. And I'm sure many of you food fanatics, you music lovers, you humanitarians, and of course my fellow New Jerseyans will be really excited to meet our guest here, Dorothea Bon Jovi. How are you today?
Hey, Sean. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, we can tell we're really excited to have you too. And we've had a great partnership that we'll talk about in a second. But we're here to launch our new Scoop items and to the restaurant industry, and they're sitting in here listening. And the JBJ Foundation has done a lot of great things with housing and other things. But one of the main focuses has been around food in the restaurant industry and hunger. I just wanted to, get a little feedback on, how you guys decided, you and John decided to get into that part of the business.
Sure. So the Soul Foundation, the JBJ Soul Foundation, started about 15 years ago around the homelessness issue. So we built affordable housing, but all the houses came with wraparound services. So there was job training, there was programs, there were services. So you didn't just get a house, you also learned how to keep that house. And then about 2010, I started thinking about what if there was a beautiful restaurant where people had delicious, healthy food, and you served an in-need population, but also a paying customer, bringing community together. It's a social mission pretending to be a restaurant. So we were always trying to figure out what does the community want and how can we best address the needs.
I had the pleasure of that when I met you and John was working with you around the concept of the eastern end of Long Island food pantry that you guys did.
US Foods, without hesitation, stepped up and said, "How can we help?" And Sean, you were right there, and you were like, let's do it. And people were amazed that within literally the place came together. We found someone to help us with the operations, and US Foods stepped up, and we were able to deliver. We did over 17 weeks. We served over 5,000 people a month with the food that we were able to get from you.
We appreciate that, and it was a great partnership, and it was great to see all the lives that you and John helped during this difficult time there, bringing them fresh food every week.
Well, it takes a village. I couldn't have done without you.
Certainly appreciate that. So I know John really wanted to be here as well to be a part of it. I know he has a day job as a musician, I think I hear, right?
Yeah.
But I know he wanted to say a few words, so he sent a videotape message that we're going to play right now for everybody. But thank you for your time, Dorothea.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And we'll take it away, John.
Hi, everybody. John Bon Jovi here. I want to say hi to everybody at US Foods and thank you for our partnership and your friendship. We have an adage at the JBJ Soul Foundation that we don't need a scientist to find a cure. What we need is a little bit of sweat equity and a little bit of money. Now, US Foods stepped up not only at our JBJ Soul Kitchens in New Jersey, but when we needed them most here on the eastern tip of Long Island. When we talk about community, community is the coming together of neighbors to make a difference in the lives of their neighbors. Community is defined by our friendship and partnership with US Foods. So thank you, one and all, for everything you've done to make a difference in everybody's lives out here on eastern Long Island, and especially in New Jersey.
Wow, thank you so much, John Bon Jovi, for being here. That was just incredible to hear directly from you and from your wife. And, we're just so thankful that you were able to join us for our Scoop Live event. What do you think of that, Mark?
I thought it was amazing as well. In fact, Scott, we have some incredible friends all across the country and some amazing customers, many of who are joining us right now across the country. And we have some amazing culinary talent who are customers of ours too. What we were fortunate enough to have is those chefs submitted dishes to us, and now we as an audience get to kind of have a little fun voting on which one of these we think might meet this criteria.
I can't wait. Let's roll these videos.
Here we go. Well, the goal behind this video, of course, was to sell their dish to the audience that we have joining us today. So hopefully they'll be able to do that effectively through these videos. We also asked them to create a delivery box, Scott, so they can see not only a plated dish to vote on and evaluate, but also a delivery box. So what I'd ask the audience to do before they vote on these individual videos, because these customers, Scott, are going to earn a big prize for this. So we may want to spend a little extra time focusing here, but we think they should look for application, preparation, completed finished plate, and is it ready for delivery or pickup if it was a customer takeout opportunity. They should be thinking about why did the customer choose that particular application. They should think about, was that the right container for the package? And are customers ultimately staying safe as they package this? So they're going to have an opportunity to vote, Scott. So why don't we go to our first chef competitor. So it's my pleasure, Scott, to introduce our first contestant and competitor of the day, Chef Daniel Pundick. He is the chef owner of the Smokin' Bird Barbecue. Now, Scott, check this out. He was originally the executive chef of the local tap house, so he knows his way around a kitchen. He's now the chef and the owner at the not only the Smoking Bird, but he's still consulting at the tap house, so he's a busy guy. And finally, listen to this. In his social media, he's been viewed and named as a guru with more than 1,000 followers on Instagram. How cool is that?
So we got going on today, we got rice cauliflower from US Foods. We have their corn poblano salsa. It has a little caramelized onion in there. We're gonna make a little grits style dish, I guess you could say. Risotto, grits, kind of all cooked the same way. Cream, butter, cheese. We're gonna cook it down with the cauliflower. And then we're gonna bread our shrimp. We've got some beautiful shrimp here from US Foods, and we're gonna bread it in our rice cauliflower and kind of keep the whole dish somewhat gluten-free. It is now my pleasure to introduce Chef Chip Miller, the executive chef of the Friendly Toast. A couple of stats on Chef Chip here, quite impressive. Has appeared on Good Morning America. He's been on ESPN radio. I don't think he's going to be any bit shy when it comes to the camera or speaking to us. He's been featured as a celebrity chef at Mohegan Sun's Wine Fest and personal chef for many various celebrities. So take it away, Chef Chip.
Today we're going to take some of the unique items that US Foods has sent us, and we're going to make an amazing dish that can be used as in dining or to go. So we're going to start with a little bit of oil in our pan, a little bit of red onion, some white rice, and of course a poblano corn mixture. And one of the things that's very important when you're doing to-go food is that your food really needs to look like it did in the restaurant. Too many times you get it home and it's been slipping and sliding. So today we're going to use one of their plastic bowls. Then we're going to top it with our version of the cordon bleu, which is barbacoa stuffed chicken. Then we're going to top it with garlic aioli, pico de gallo, scallions, and there you go. You can see side by side, what you get in-house is exactly what you get taken home.
So while that was a terrific video, I think we have some more excitement along the way as well, because it's now my pleasure to introduce our next competitor, Chef Bobby Shirley, the Clear Sky on Cleveland. He loves and breathes food, so he's going to be tough to beat. He's also engaged to another chef, Chef Adrian. So there's a lot of food knowledge happening in and around Chef Bobby Shirley, and he loves to hang out with his dogs. So take it away, Chef.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you to Clear Sky on Cleveland. I'm part of the Clear Sky group, which was 3 of us. We have the Draft House, we had Clear Sky in Cleveland, and we have the Beach Cafe. We're going to do a couple bowls. It's going to be for takeout and for here. So I'm sure if anybody's seen the Scoop Chef, we've got some skirt steak, we've got some grilled chicken. Another one of the Scoop items, there's grilled corn poblanos, and cauliflower rice. So what we're going to do is make a couple like Mexican style bowls for everybody. Enjoying the dishes I've made.
Wow, that was amazing. Awesome stuff. We got one more. Last contestant to introduce is Chef Stefan Rochelle from Wishbone in Flint. Chef Stefan has competed and won. He's actually been on our stage at Food Fanatics Live. We had an event down there in Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he has taken the grand prize. He's also a very loyal and longtime U.S. Foods customer and a very high-profile chef, very well-known chef in Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm really looking forward to seeing this one.
Chef, what are you going to prepare for us today?
We're going to do a play on roast con pollo with the cauliflower lime rice, the fajita chicken, and a couple other goodies that we do here at the in-house. We're going to have some fun with it today.
Very nice.
So popping up on everybody's screens right now, Scott, is a poll that looks a little different than when you were judged by our friendly audience members. So this time, we're going to actually put the images followed by a letter A, B, C, or D. So what's popping up on the poll is A, B, C, or D. So please select your favorite dish, either A, B, C, or D, and please vote. And we can't wait to see the results. Thank you, everyone. Well, Scott, as you can see, I put my glasses on, and I was just delivered some winners that we have promised cookbooks to along the way. So it's my pleasure to announce the first 2 winners, and I think you're going to have the opportunity to announce the second 2 winners. So this is exciting, Mr. Scott. A little drum roll, please. So our first cookbook of the day goes to Grant Baker from the Great Wolf Lodge. Our second cookbook of the day goes to David Boyer from Rookies Food and Spirits. So they get some of the first autographed cookbooks from Marcus Samuelsson off of the first printing. That's pretty cool. And I think you have a couple to announce as well.
That's right, Mark. I got 2 more names for the group here. So Cynthia Burke from Cynthia's Bistro, congratulations. Cookbook coming your way. And Joseph Gross from Club Pelican Bay. So congratulations to all of our cookbook winners.
Well, Scott, I have the official results right here in my hand. I'd like to take this opportunity not only to congratulate all the winners one more time, but specifically to congratulate our winner today, Chef Daniel Pundick of the Smokin' Bird Barbecue. And hey, big virtual round of applause for that. Congratulations, nice job, Chef. And what do they win, Chef Scott?
Well, all of our contestants are going to get a cookbook as a part of this. But for our winner, our grand prize winner, is a sneak peek at our new holiday scoop lineup.
thank you so much for that, Scott. Those are definitely fantastic prizes. But I'm here today to announce, and I'm really excited and jazzed up about this one, we get to give some money away to a lucky recipient, as well as one more of those soon-to-be famous Marcus Samuelsson autographed cookbooks. So, Scott, are you ready to hear who our grand prize winner is for the day, who will receive a $200 gift card? And I can't wait to see the cookbook as well. So let's check
ready,
in.
Mark.
I think we
You
have
got the name there?
Yeah. I think we have the results tabulated from the drawing, and we are social distancing here. So now it's my privilege to announce that our final grand prize winner of the day is Juan Matthias from Mia Casita Mexican Restaurant Group. How cool is that? $200 gift card and an autographed cookbook. Congratulations to Juan. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, Scott, it's hard to believe, but I think it's almost time to say goodbye. Is that amazing? I don't know about you, but I had an absolute blast today at the first ever Inside Scoop Live. What do you think?
Absolute blast. What fun we've had today, and what a great way to spend an hour with our customers. You know, US Foods has never done a virtual event like this before today, so pretty big day for us.
You know, too, Scott, we've heard some from our friends across the country who are partners to US Foods, and some of the great things they're doing in their communities, like Marcus Samuelsson and the JBJ Soul Kitchens. Like all of them, we're all working extremely hard to take the food service industry to a whole nother level post-COVID-19.
Oh, absolutely. I think, you know, our Scoop program, 26 Scoop launches, and so many great stories of ways that the program and the sellers and all of the employees at US Foods have connected with folks in the restaurant industry and really created a buzz around not only these products, but affected trends and had a huge impact on the industry overall. So super exciting to spend an hour just focused on that sort of stuff with all of our great customers.
Great. So, Scott, I'm going to try something here, a little surprise for you. So I think on the count of three, maybe we should both together say thank you to our customers who joined in today. You up for that?
I'm ready.
Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.